every single manifestation technique works. Now, you might disagree with this statement, but let me break it down for you. I too disagreed with this statement a little while ago. I felt like I tried so many different techniques, watched so many videos, maybe bought courses, read books, and they would yield some results. They would. At the start, I would feel like, okay, this is going great. Like I'm getting some sort of result from the technique. It might have been beginner's luck. It might have just been pure coincidence, but I felt like I believed in it. Over time, when I tried to do it for things that maybe I cared about a little bit more, I would start to notice that the effectiveness wore off. That also led to me believing in the technique a little bit less. And I guess obviously when that happens, because I didn't believe in it, it just completely stopped working. So why is that? Well, Bob Proctor once spoke about unlearning first and then relearning. So what he meant by that is right now you have a series of programs that are running within your mind, some positive, some negative. And if you set a goal, let's just say, for example, money is your goal, to make more money. If you've set a goal towards or around money, but you have negative self beliefs around money, it might be a little bit difficult to actually achieve that, because even though you might be sitting down and doing the visualization and doing the meditations, that doesn't necessarily outweigh all of the negative beliefs that you've got running within your program. So how do you get rid of it? And actually, before we get onto that, why is it that one little negative thought is more powerful, more heavy than a positive thought? Well, a lot of positive thoughts are, I would say, the energy is light and airy, whereas the negative ones are heavy and they hold you back, they hold you down. Think about it this way. Let's say you had an Instagram post and you saw 100 comments on there. 99 were positive, but one was negative. You'd probably be thinking about that one comment. You'd be like, oh, why did somebody comment something so negative? Oh, I don't like that they said this. Opposed to thinking, actually, I should probably focus on the 99 positive comments. It's just human nature, I guess. So now, how do you get rid of it? Well, getting rid of the negative self-beliefs or limiting beliefs or self-image that you have within your mind, obviously, firstly, starts with identifying what they actually are. What negative beliefs have you got? It might be around money, it might be around love, or about your self-image, whether, how fit you could be. You got to list and identify all of these beliefs. Now work out where they came from. So, it might be from other people, family members, friends. It could be from online. You might have just seen it somewhere online and you've just adopted a certain belief. Now, once you've done that, you need to reframe your mind slightly. You need to reframe your mind and try and work out, okay, cool, look, that actually wasn't correct. That way of thinking was incorrect because let's say, for example, let's just say a negative money belief generally probably came from somebody who has, I was going to say negative bank balance, but, like a negative experience with money. So if that's the case, well, just understand, okay, well, they didn't achieve it. And what they're doing is they're probably trying to validate themselves, try and validate their experience and just projecting onto yourself. Obviously, maybe as a young person or a child, you could have been quite impressionable and it might have just sunk into your subconscious. So identify that, identify it, identify where they came from, and then reframe it. Now, once you've done that, there is ongoing, maybe day-to-day negative self-talk that sometimes people engage in. And I'd say that's not even necessarily deep within your subconscious mind. That's just literally maybe it's like a personality type. You tend to be just quite negative. You tend to be quite negative. You got to switch that. Every time you catch yourself saying something negative about yourself, or even maybe about someone else, get rid of it. Take a breath, pause, and say the same thing, just in a positive way. I know Bob Proctor used to say, instead of saying I'm broke, he was like, a lot of people say I'm broke and they feel quite bad about it. Just say the money's on its way to me right now. So you're gonna get it, it's coming, but it's just on its way to you right now. You don't have it right now. So that's what I would say you should do. Try and reframe these things in a positive way. rather than having the heavy negative energy. Once you do that, maybe monitor and see how effective those techniques are again. Because I don't want to give you a guarantee, because it depends on whether you do the work properly. But I believe that once you rid yourself of the negative and you only have the positive left, you should see some sort of positive impact within your life. Take care, like, subscribe. I've been the Interstellar. I'll catch you in the next one.